Hey, hi everyone. So in this video, we will be solving the full set of Cognizant coding questions. Okay. So when I will be solving this set, after solving the set, you will get an idea like what kind of questions do Cognizant ask. Because this is one of the biggest doubt many candidates are asking me, but yeah, see, I am preparing for Cognizant technical assessment, but I don't know which kind of topics I need to prepare. Okay, so after watching this video, you will get an exact idea what kind of questions do Cognizant ask. Because see, some candidates will be preparing some hard questions, some candidates will be preparing some easy questions. So there is a biggest doubt in our mind, like they will be asking DP questions, graph questions, or what kind of questions they will be asking. So I will be solving the full set, okay, of coding questions. So if you guys are aware, if you have cluster one, you will be getting the programming language Java to solve the coding question. If you have Python cluster, that is cluster 2, then you will be getting Python as a programming language to solve the question. And if you are getting third cluster, then you will be having C sharp to solve the coding question. Okay. But after watching this video, definitely will get a good idea like what kind of coding questions, okay, you will get in Cognizant, okay, and how to solve. Okay. But see, before starting, I wanted to give an idea because see, some candidates can have one doubt that are these questions real? What is the proof that these questions are real? See, I cannot actually show you the actual exams as we all know what is the reason, but let me quickly show you. Okay, this is the screenshot of the first question. This is the screenshot of second question. Okay, so in the one second, I just show you the screenshot for the obvious reason, but these questions are 100% real. Okay, and this was the latest examination which was conducted by Infosys in the month of December 25. After December 25, there was no exam conducted by Infosys for Cognizant GenC. So this was the last exam which was conducted in the month of December. So I am solving the exact question which got asked in that exam in this whole set. Okay, so two coding questions we will be solving. Okay, so let's start. But before starting, these are the two coding question. But if you want the full set of coding question, full set of SQL and full set of web-based question, okay. So two SQL question will be there, two coding question will be there, and one web-based question will be there in your exam. Okay, so the all previous questions, okay, all previous year questions we have included in our Cognizant GenC mock test series. So you can purchase our Cognizant GenC mock test series. The link will be in the description. You will get the PDF. Just scroll down to this section, which is actual previous year solution. In this you will be getting the first sheet, which is Cognizant actual coding, Cognizant coding question, Cognizant actual. These three sheets are for coding questions. Then scroll down. These two sheets for SQL which we have provided. This one is for previous year. Okay. Apart from this, we already provided. We also provided one extra sheet for SQL for the preparation. Then web-based also we have provided the sheet. These sheets contains all the screenshot of the questions and the solutions. Okay, so you will get this. And see, one important thing, apply the promo code, because now only for technical assessment candidates will be purchasing the series. Communication and aptitude assessment is already gone. That's why we have decreased the price of Cognizant GenC mock test series. Okay, so how you need to actually purchase it? If you want to purchase it for technical assessment, you will open the series. Okay, and after opening the series, you need to apply the promo code. Okay, a promo code is Cognizant basically. So I'll just show you. Okay, where is the Cognizant? This one. Okay, you will click on buy now. Okay, and after clicking on buy now, you will click on apply code, and here you will type Cognizant. Okay, then click on apply. So it will give you discount. Okay, why we are providing the discount? Because now only for technical assessment you need to purchase this series, right? So see, that's why we have provided the discount for the new students. So you can purchase it. The link will be in the description. Remember one thing, this is an in-person assessment. In-person assessment means you will give this in your college in the monitoring. So you cannot cheat in this assessment. Okay. Now let's start. The first question. Okay, the first coding question. This says equilibrium index of a string. So this was the first question. Given a string containing only lowercase English letters, find an equilibrium index. Assign value to the lower letters as follows. An index I is an equilibrium index if the sum of all values before I is equal to the sum of values of the all characters after I. The character at index I itself is not included in either sum. If multiple equilibrium index exist, return the first one. If no equilibrium index exists, return -1. This was the exact coding question which Cognizant asked. Okay, so basically what they are trying to say, they will be giving us a string like this. Okay, so this is the string. Okay, so A, B, A, C, and we need to find the I index. Let's say I index. Okay, now let's understand what is I index. Okay, so basically equilibrium index or I index is basically a score calculator in which at any point of the string if the left sum and right sum is equal, how we will be calculating the sum. So the basic score of the character is their positioning. So A comes at 1, so the score of A is 1, score of B is 2, score of C is 3, score of D is 4, something like that. Okay, so you'll start the score from 1 and then we will increase the score like this. Okay, now we need to find an index from which the left score and right score is equal. For an example, let's start with this one. Okay, so the score of A is 1, score of B is 2, score of A is 1, and score of C is 3. Okay, suppose let's start with this one. So if we start with this one, there is nothing in the left side, right? So the sum, we are starting with this one. Okay, so left sum is equals to 0. And what is the right sum? Right sum means uh, the sum of the characters which are after the index. So right sum is this one, 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 6. So right sum is 6. So both are not equal. Let's go to this index. So if suppose we are at this index, what is the left sum? Left sum is only 1, right? So left sum is 1. What is the right sum? Right sum is 1 plus 3, right? Which is 4. That is not equals. Then we will go on next index. Okay, what is the left sum? Left sum is 1 plus 2, that is 3. What is the right sum? Right sum is C, which is 3. Both are equal. So our answer will be this index. Okay, so this is coming on which index? Second index. Zeroth index, first index, second index. So answer will be 2. Output is 2 because at the second index the sum of the left and right is same. Okay, let's see the another test case. So suppose this one. So in this one, see, after seeing this question you can easily guess the answer. So it is A B C B A. So score 1 2 3 2 1. Okay, suppose we are on this index C. The sum of this one is 3 and sum of this one is 3. So C is coming on second index, so answer will be 2. Then third test case ABCD. So score is 1 2 3 4. At any index we cannot compute the equilibrium index because the left sum and right sum will be not equal, so the answer will be -1. Simple. Let's check the solution in Java. But before checking the solution in Java, what will be the approach of this? Okay, what will be the approach of this? So let's calculate the approach for this one. Okay, so how we will be basically, what will be the approach to solve this question? That will be very easy. Okay, so see, we need to compute the left sum and right sum, but again and again we cannot compute the left sum and right sum. So first we will calculate the total sum. Okay, so suppose we have A, B, A, C, right? So we will first calculate the total sum. Total sum. What is the total sum? A1, B2, A1, C3. So the total sum is 4 plus 2, 6 and 1, 7. So total sum is 7. Okay, this is the total sum. Now if we have the total sum as 7, okay, we already know. Okay, then we will start with the first index, which is this one. Okay, we will start with this index, which is this one, and we will start adding the sum. Okay, including and excluding that character. How? I'll just tell you. Okay, so we will start with this index. So suppose we starting our loop from this index, we got A. Okay, so we will check. So initially our left sum will be 0. So and our total is 7. So our basically our left sum, okay, our left sum is right now 0, total is 7. Okay, we will check if both are equal. No equal, because we are at first index. And please assume like this: at the right the sum is, if you can see here, there is some sum. At left there is 0 sum. Okay, so left is 0, total is 7, it is not equal. Now when we checked it, okay, when we checked it, we will add the score of this at our left sum. So the score of left sum will be 1. Okay, and the total, okay, if you guys can see here, the total is 7. Okay, So when we go to the another index, like then our loop will go to the another index, which is b. Okay, we will minus the left sum from total. Okay, so because already we have some left sum, so we will minus it from the total. So now our total will become 6. Total will become 6. Okay, so our total will now become 6. Okay, and now we will exclude the value of this one. Okay, so we will be excluding the value of this one, okay, which is 2. Okay, so if we are excluding the value of 2 from the total at each at every time, at whatever index we have, we will be excluding the value of the index. Okay, so the total will become 4, and we will check if left and right sum is equal. So left and right sum is not equal. Then we will go, then, okay, then what we will do here, then we will add the current index value in the left sum. Okay, so the left sum will become 1, then plus 2, that is 3. So now left sum is 3. Okay, now the left sum is 3. Now we will go to the another index. Now please understand at this point. Okay, now we are at this index. Okay, now as we are on this index, okay, our total, what is our total? Right now our total is 4. Okay, if our total is 4, okay, we will first decrease the current index value. So the current index value right now is 1. Okay, so right now the current index value is 1, so it the total will become 3. Okay, now we will match if the left sum and right sum is equal. So yes, left sum and right sum is equal at this point, right? So our index will be 2, and answer will return as 2 because the left sum and right sum is equal. So basically what we are doing here is, okay, basically what we are doing here is I just gave a dry run to you. Please understand it in a very short way. Okay, I'm just giving you a summary. Okay, I am just giving you a summary at each index what we are doing. Okay, first we are doing the total sum. After doing the total sum, okay, after doing the total sum, we are in the loop. We are in the loop. We are subtracting. We are subtracting the current index. Current index sum from total sum at each time. Okay, we are subtracting the current index sum from the total sum. Okay, then we are checking if the left sum is equals to total. Okay, if it is total, we will return the answer. Otherwise, what we will be doing, we will be adding the left sum is equals to plus equals to current index sum. Simple. At each and every point we will be adding the current index. Okay, and we are subtracting it from the total sum, and we will be checking if the left sum is equals to total. So it will balance out, so it will check if the left sum is equals to the right sum. Okay, so this will give us the answer in one loop only. Okay, so I hope the approach is clear. Let's see the approach. So basically this is the code. Okay, so in this code, let's start. So you will get a function. Okay, and you need to just write the function. You don't need to write the whole code. So we are passing the string here. Okay, total, currently we have the total as 0. Then we will be adding the score of all characters, right? So we will be doing a loop, for loop. Okay, this for loop will be running to our string s. Okay, so for character ch, s to character array. Okay, so what we are doing is, suppose we have character array like a b a c. Okay, suppose this is the thing which is given to us. So basically we are converting this string into a character array, and each and every time we will be extracting the each single character, and we will be subtracting minus a. Okay, after subtracting minus a like this in the character, we get actually the correct score of the index. So for a we will be getting 1, for b we will be getting 2, like this. So we are adding each and every character in our total. Okay, so basically for a, 1 will be added, for b 2 will be added, for a 1 will be added, and for c 3 will be added. So total sum will become 7 here after this loop. Then the left sum is 0. Okay, so if left sum is 0, okay, we will start with the left sum 0. Okay, what we will be doing, we will be running our loop from 0 to string of length. Then at each current index, what we will be doing here, we will be subtracting the score of that character from our total sum. So we are on A, B, A, C. So total is sum is 7. It is 1, 2, 1, 3. We are at this index. Okay, we cannot include this index, so that's why we will be subtracting the score from total. Okay, after that we will be checking if the left sum is equals to total. If the left sum is equals to total, we will be returning the index. Otherwise, in the left sum, we will be adding the current index. So current index that we are subtracting from the total sum, that we will be adding in our left sum. So in the left sum, actually the score will be added of the current index. At any point when the left sum will become the equals of total, we will be returning that index. Simple. And at last, if there is this condition is not satisfied, we will be returning -1, and this will give us the correct answer. So this was the first coding question which got asked. I hope you guys got the difficulty. It was not difficult, it was an easy question only. And if you want to practice more questions like this, okay, I highly recommend you to go through the previous year of the coding questions which we already included in our Cognizant GenC mock test series. You will be getting the coding questions, you will be getting the SQL question, you will be getting the web based question sheets. Okay, all the previous year question we have included here which you can do and practice. Okay, so that you will get a good idea like what kind of coding questions, SQL question and web based question you will be getting in your actual exam. Let's solve the second question. There are n stacks of coin on a table. Each stack contains a certain number of coins. You start with a score of 0. Add the total number of coins currently present in all stacks of your score. Choose and remove one stack from the table. The game ends when the all stacks have been removed. You are given an integer number n, a string s of length n. Okay. So what they are saying is there are n stacks of coin on a table. Each stack contains a certain number of coins. Okay. You start with a score 0. This is the important point. You need to add the total number of coins currently present in all stacks to your score. Choose and remove one stack from the table. These two operations we need to do. Okay, again please listen this carefully. Okay, forget about whole question. These 2 points only you will keep in your mind. Okay, at each point what we need to do is we need to add the total number of coins currently present. Okay, and we need to choose and remove one stack from the table. Okay, and we need to find the output as find the minimum possible total score after all stacks have been removed. Okay, so the question says, suppose, see, we have 3 coins. Okay, the question is saying n equals to 3. That means total number of coins we have, that is 3. Okay, the score of these 3 coins are 2, 5 and 3. Okay, this is the score of the coins. Okay, now they are saying we are starting with these 3 coins. Okay, so we have these 3 coins, 2, 5, 3. Okay, so the initial score of the whole coin will be 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10. Okay, now at each point we need to remove a coin, and after removing a coin we need to calculate the score, and the score should be minimum. We need to remove the coin in that way. For an example, currently we have the score 10. Suppose I remove coin 3. So if I am removing coin 3, so this will be removed now. It will be the remaining coins will be 2 and 5. So at the next step the score will become 17 because 7 I have, like 7 we have left. Okay, now suppose at the next point I am removing 5, then I will left with 2. So the score which I will be having will be 19, and this will be my output because at the last stage I will be removing 2 and there will be no coins left. So the score I will be getting 19. But we want to get the minimum score, right? We want to get the minimum score. So how to get the minimum score? So we have coins 2, 5 and 3. Okay, please understand. So what we will be doing, we will be each and every time we will be removing the highest number. So suppose if we will be removing the highest number each and every time, then obviously the score will be minimized at each and every point. So what we'll be doing, we have the score like 2, 5, 3. We will be sorting it. So after sorting, it will become 2, 3, 5. And if we will be sorting it in descending order, it will become 5, 3, 2, right? So 5, 3, 2. It will be the string will become 5, 3, 2. Okay, each and every time what we will be doing is we will be removing the coin starting from here, then here, then here. Okay, so at the initial point we have the score 10. Then we will be removing 5. So after removing 5, we left with 3 and 2. So the score which we have now is 5. So 10 plus 5. Okay. Then we will be removing 3. Now we have the only option left, which is 2. So we will be adding 2. So after removing 2, this will be our final answer, which is 10 plus 5 plus 2, which is 17. So the question is pretty easy. Okay. The question is pretty easy. What we need to do is we just need to sort the string. After sorting the string, like suppose we have 253, okay, in descending order, it will become 532. Okay, we will take the initial score, okay, that is 10, like we will be adding all the numbers, and after that we will be just adding the current character. We will be starting a loop from I, and it will go to the end point, okay, and at each point, okay, we will be increasing it. Okay, so next point we will be there at this point, okay, and we will be adding, like basically we will be removing that score. Okay, simply try to understand. Okay, simply try to understand. Okay, I'll just give you an idea. So currently the score of 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10 at the initial point. Okay, now suppose we are at this index, okay, from for first index. Okay, so the value of the first index is 5. So we will be, because this is the total score, right? So we will be subtracting it from our total score. So it will become 5. So the remaining sum will be 5. Okay, so we will add the remaining sum here. So 10 plus 5. Okay. Now at this stage, okay, now at this stage, we have the current index as 3. So the current sum we have, that is 5 as the total sum. We will be removing the 3 from this. So it will, we will be remaining with 2. So we will be adding 2 here, and this will be our final answer. So at each index, we will be basically adding the remaining sum of the total, and we will get the answer. Okay. So simple question. For example, let's take an example like this. Okay, not this, some complicated example. Let's take like this. Okay, suppose we have 42153. Okay, suppose this string is given to us. So after sorting, it will become 54321. First we will be doing the total. What is the total here? 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 10, and ye 15. Okay, so we have the total score as 15. Okay, now we have the total score as 15 as the initial score. Okay, now we will be starting with this index. So in the first one, our current index is 5. So we will be removing the 5 from this, okay, from the total, and we will be adding the remaining sum. So 5, when we will remove, it will become 10, and we will be adding 10 here. So it will become 25, and 5 is removed. Now we are at 4. We will be adding, okay, we will be adding, now the remaining total is, we have, that is 10, because 5 we already removed. Okay, now we have 4. We will be subtracting 4 from here. So it will become now 6. And our score will become, okay, 25 plus 6, which is 31. Okay. Now we are at this index at 3. Okay. So we will be subtracting 3 from here. So it will become 3. And our score will become uh, 34. Okay, so 3 is removed. Now we are at this index. Okay, so at this point, we are having a 2. Okay, so at this point, 2 will be subtracted from this, so it will become 1. So 1, it will become, and we will be adding 1 here, so it is 35, and at last 1 will be removed. So our final score is 35. Okay, so that's how we will be doing it. So first, what we need to do, we need to add the total score, right? So again, we from the string, okay, we converted it into a character array. Okay, and we looped, and we are adding the total score. Okay, so total will be plus character minus 0 integer. So basically doing minus 0 integer will convert it into a integer. Okay, so suppose we have 4 3 1 5 2. So it will first add 4, then 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 here. So it will become 15. Okay, now after doing this, okay, what we will be doing, we are sorting. Okay, we are sorting it. So because we need to sort this, right? So the total score right now is 15, and after sorting, this string will become 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we are sorting our stacks. Okay, so we are just sorting our this character array. After that, what we need to do is, after sorting what we have did, okay, so this is basically descending sorting, but actually it will sort like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this will be the right sorting. Okay, so then we will be starting from our last index. Okay, because from this one we were starting from the first index. For this one we will be starting from last index. Okay, for understanding I actually took like this. Okay, so we will be starting from last index because we need to remove the highest one. Okay, and we will be doing minus minus in our loop. Okay, then at each and every time we will be adding the current index score in our total, right? So that's what we have did. Okay, that's what we have did. So basically we are adding the score in the total. Okay, so score will be plus equals to total. Okay, that is the thing what we were doing, right? And we will be doing total minus stacks of I. Okay, and we will be removing the current index from our total. That is what we were doing, right? So at each index, suppose after doing 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 we got 15, right? So at each time, suppose we are at this like 5 4 3 2 1. If suppose we have 5, okay, so in our score we are adding 5. Okay, so it will become 20 here, but from total which we have like 15, we were subtracting the 5, right? So that's what we are doing. In the score we are adding, in the score we are adding that, and from the total we are subtracting our current character, that is stacks of I. At last we will be just printing our final score, and that's it. It will give us the right output. So these were the two coding questions which got asked in Cognizant. I hope you guys got it. Okay. And thank you so much for watching. And also purchase the Cognizant GenC mock test series. The link will be in the description with all the PYQs. Thank you.